are back. So, last we left off, the crew of the expedition has found themselves deep within a Skaven warren. However, able to successfully free and heal, to a certain extent, the abducted pyromancer, Mistress Reyna Magister, Reyna Reichenbach. Luther's mistress and possible mentor in a strange sense, and a very powerful practitioner of the Wind of Fire. To do so, you guys had stumbled into a very bizarre chamber full of dark magics, warpstone, and Skaven, to say the least. You made pretty short work of the majority of the Skaven, with a single of these individuals able to sneak away, barely escape the pursuit of the ravening ogre Nog, as it, in a last-ditch effort, utilized a trap to seal the chamber temporarily, the tunnel temporarily, as it fled screaming for his master. As you all regathered, several things were somewhat spoken about. You didn't hear everything, but the mistress let slip that the creature that was interrogating her was searching for something. You found a map with strange scrawlings upon it, a map of Araby. Her deducing something, looking at it, as well as Wolfram discovering a strange black leather-bound book, a tome even, in a burlap sack hidden away in this room. The mistress greedily taking it from him and tying it to her person for later perusal. Luther, probably looking at it, could tell that it was steeped in the wind of death and dark magic. It's not just death. There's quite a bit emanating off of it. It's not a very pleasant thing. But who knows what the mistress has good intentions, you know. She's not going to do anything weird with it. It's fine. But needless to say, as you all were gathering, you heard a voice echo boom throughout the halls. The voice of Gracier Throke, as it screamed out the red furs and their dastardly deeds and how they would all pay. And he would need to speak with his master on what to do next. That part he probably said by accident, because he's didn't realize the spell was still going. But regardless, as a echoing, thunderous boom began to clamber towards all of you, as Nog, being the one outside of the chamber for the most part, could feel the rumble and the bellows and screams of large creatures. And that's where we're picking up. So, all of you are currently gathered. The mistress is doing better. She's not 100%, but she will also be able to aid you in whatever you decide to do at this point. I do have a sheet for her, and it is impressive. So, as of right now, let's see here. Skaven burrows. Boom. Got it. Right now, you are currently in a, if Nog were to tell you, a somewhat closed off section of this burrow. As it doesn't look like you're going to, well, unless you decide to go smash through the gate, Nog. Other than that, the only other option you have is to go back from whence you came. There's no other offshoot tunnels from this branch. But these screams are echoing.
So if I go back to where my people are?
Your people?
Yeah, my team, my crew.
No, you're already with them.
Oh.
Yes.
Was there another offshoot at that crossroads that we didn't take?
There were two more. Yes.
There are two
more.
more.
I can smash through the gate, and we can try to go that way.
You could attempt to also go further, bash through the gate, and see where that leads. That's up to you.
What do you guys think? Want me to smash a gate?
Or you could go try a different tunnel.
I would have assumed
Different
that
tunnel.
that's... Yeah.
Okay.
I would assume that's where Throk is, up that one.
You don't want to run in the throat?
I mean,
I'm on good, close relations with him, and I don't want to see him again.
Yeah, good. Of course, of course. So, are you going to try to go back to that central kind of like nexus that you guys have been traveling to and from? Yes. All right. You begin to move back quickly as possible with Mistress Reichenbach in tow. As you're moving, she lights a dazzling flame in her hand, similar to what Luther has done before, to illuminate the tunnel. Luther, do you do the same? Of course he does.
I mean, I've also got my necklace back.
Lucian does have his necklace back. It does emanate light and like torchlight around him as well. I will say the mistress is somewhat fascinated with it when she sees it. Lucian, she goes, fascinating. Well, you'll have to let me study that in private.
I'm sure.
You move back to the central nexus. As you do, as you are about to move into that section, you hear many padded feet and screams coming from in front of you, from the nexus itself, as spilling out into the entryway are, let's see here, how many are there? There are 6 somewhat large, not large, but human-sized creatures scuttling on all fours. They look like large wolves with the heads of rats, wolf rats, one might say. The 6 of them sclamber out of a nearby tunnel, snapping jaws to and fro, and they are making a beeline for the party here as they've caught your scent. Behind them, you hear the goading remarks of 2 more Skaven standing upright with these large man-thing catchers in their hands. They have many padded like leathers and whatnot as they kind of like goad the creatures towards you. Kill, slay, rip, tear, tear. And we are going to enter into yet another initiative. Right, so let me go ahead and scrap all of this real fast. These there. All right, they have this and this. 311. Got it. Oh, shit. Ready for initiative in just a moment. I should have had this done already. I apologize. Alright, and last but not least... they are different. 1, 4, 16. Okay. All right. Initiative. That's not very high. God, I rolled really shitty for them. Okay. So, Wolfram, what'd you get for initiative?
I got 5.
5.
Yeah.
It's almost as bad as them. All right. Luther?
13.
13 for the mighty Luther. right. Nog.
Nog got a 9.
9 for
It's very
Nog.
good for Nog.
This is very good for Nog. All right. Henry.
7.
7 for Henry. And last but not least, Lucien.
10.
A 10. Okay. Lucien's always pretty high up there.
Luther hasn't rolled below a 12 in like the last four combats.
Good. So there's no surprise round or anything of that such. The creatures are maddening and raving. They spill out into this open section and begin to charge forward. Luther, you have initiative. You are first.
Oh, we're in combat, right?
This is going to be a combat, yes.
How far away are they?
We'll say. Let me see what their movement is real fast, because they're gonna be within like a single movement.
Yeah,
They're
pretty
gonna
close,
be-
pretty soon.
They're gonna be 60 feet. They can move fast.
Oof. Okay. I'm going to try to cast a spell.
Okay, what are you gonna cast?
I'm going to try to cast glass.
Of course you are. Of course you are.
All right. There you go. A little nervous.
Don't fuck up in front of your mistress.
Oh! Reroll.
Are you gonna re-roll it? Re-roll it, Luther?
Reroll. I was relatively close.
Mm-hmm,
I was one
mhm.
off.
What you've done?
Scuffing.
58. That's a failure, Luther. Is that a?
It
Is
just
that
kind
a?
of sputters, you know.
It's not a miscast, Luther.
Wait, a single one off or one success level?
No, I mean I rolled under my magic success, and even if I failed, like I have to critically fail to like
Yeah. Okay.
magic miscast. But yeah,
So
no,
it's just not. It's not enough. You don't have enough success levels to cast it. Yeah.
yeah, I just didn't have enough success levels.
Unfortunately,
So-
Luther goes to try to channel some of his magic.
Even with my rogues helping me.
It's very feeble.
Yeah.
Your mistress looks over at you. Looks back.
Shame of it. I hate
She
it.
is going to cast Blast herself.
Shit.
She. How many levels of success do you need for Blast?
4.
4. She has 5 degrees of success. She has enough. I don't have the spell in front of me. What's the damage?
So the way it works is it is a magic missile, so it uses her willpower
Which is significant.
modifier,
Okay.
and then it adds a +3. And then
Okay.
if she is a
Plus
Fire
an
wizard.
additional success. Yeah.
ablazes, yeah.
Okay. So she sees what you're doing, Luther, and she does it better. I'm sorry, Luther. She sees your sputters out. She reaches out and grabs your feeble flame herself, takes it from you, and then emboldens it. Her hair flashes burning red as the orb flies forward. It takes on the form of almost like a screaming skull and explodes about the creatures. Okay. So let me go ahead and throw the damage. Does it bypass armor? It doesn't?
No, it doesn't bypass armor. The only thing that bypasses the armor is the ablaze conditions.
Yeah.
Bypasses.
Okay.
But yeah,
1 plus.
not toughness though.
Okay. All right. They're all going to get hit because it's a massive radius. Okay. So they're all going to get reduced to this. Wow, that's impressive. And they're all on fire.
Fire, you say?
Yeah, they're all ablaze. She doesn't get the pack masters. I need to check. Do these count as beast? They do. These are bestial creatures. They're broken for magic, but this is fire though. They're gonna have to make yeah, they're gonna have to make cool tests. We'll wait for the turn. They're gonna have to make cool tests or they might break because they're on fire. Well, actually, the pack masters are there though. Hold on. Nope, the pack masters are there. So they are held in check no matter what. But they're on fire. They're on fire though. All right, so that is the mistress / Luther. That will bring me to Lucien.
If they are already rushing towards us,
They are.
I will just ready my rapier and
Okay.
get ready to strike. If one reach us.
Are you going to take a few steps forward, or are you going to try to protect anybody, or are you just going to stay?
I'll take a couple steps forward.
Just a couple steps. Okay.
Yeah.
Trying to like maybe draw 1 or 2 to yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. That is fair. Nog.
All right. Let's see. What do I have in front of me?
So you have 60 feet ahead of you.
Mhm.
What's your movement, Nog? Is it a 6 or a 5?
I believe it's a 6.
Yeah, you can actually cover the distance. Nog's as fast as these creatures. You could get into melee. There are 6 of these like human-sized wolf rats. They look like
The wolf
wolves,
rats,
but
yeah.
with like rat faces and tails. They look disgusting. You saw
Kinda
some
like
of
Chuck
them
E. Cheese.
ends, like Chuck E. Cheese. As well
Let's
as
go.
there are 2 of these pack masters that are keeping them in line. These kind of like beast
So there's
masters.
8 total targets.
Yes. Now those
Gotcha.
two are behind the creatures. They're not.
So I'm gonna have to
engaged.
make my way to them. I gotcha. All right, so let me get within melee, and I'll just start, taking swipes.
All right. The Nog runs in, and the Nog is going to crush. So go ahead and give me a melee attack, Nog.
Here we go.
First one will attempt to dodge.
Ooh, that is a 75 under a 73. So that's not
1
gonna
degree
work.
failure. Well, you don't know that. Let me
Yeah.
see what my dodge is. My dodge is not good. I have 3 degrees of failure, so that is going to hit
nice.
Nog.
Okay. All right.
What's your minimum damage?
11 is the minimum damage.
Is that your strength double?
bonus plus no, so that would be 12 with my strength double would be 12 plus 5, so 17.
17 points of damage. Let me see if that is just kill one of these because they're weak. 3. Yep. Nog slices through 1. You can make another attack roll to see if you can
let's do
strike
that.
another.
Yeah, because I get that build up going.
You do.
This one's going to be good. 39 under 73, so that's 3
I only have
levels
2
of success.
I only have 2 degrees of success on the dodge, so this one
I
hits
believe it's
again.
like 83 because you have momentum.
No,
Or
I
does
know
it-
the momentum doesn't count till the end.
Okay, my bad.
All right,
Yeah, with
so
these.
that's 3 plus another. So that's a 20 then, right? Because I get my levels.
That's
of
going to be.
success.
It's enough to kill him again.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make another one.
Heck yeah. Told you I was going to make my. That's a 30 on the button. So that's 4 levels of success. So that's 21.
That's not enough. There's a third. What is your weapon skill? Just the WS. What's your weapon skill bonus?
Weapon skill bonus. Where is that list? Oh, right there. So melee basic weapon skill character. The
Just the WS base.
52.
Fuck, you can do this 5 times. All right, go ahead and make another attack, please.
Okay.
So, as long as they hit, you can keep going.
That's
No, I
another
didn't-
hit. 2 levels or a level of success. So that would be 18.
I need to make sure this one might not. This one might miss because I rolled pretty good. 5. I have 3 levels of success. How many degrees of success is the attack?
Just 1.
Okay.
So 56 under 73.
Yeah. So this one will miss, unfortunately. So you kill 3 creatures.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
With one swipe of your very large scimitar, 3 of the wolf rats are just cleaved in twain. The 4th manages to jump aside before it's also
That's
skewered.
what I was hoping to do. I was wanting to get in there and, just show them a thing or two.
There you go.
All right.
And as
bowling pins.
Yeah. As Nog stands there somewhat victoriously, that's going to be it for his turn. Which will bring me to the wolf rats, of which there were only 3 remaining. At the end of the round, they'll burn. Keep that in mind. There's 3 of them. They're being goaded by their pack masters. All 3 of them.
Can I do a fast shot out of initiative order?
You can.
Yeah. I'd like to, since Nog has cleared a hole through them,
Yes.
I'd like to use my handgun and snipe one of the pack masters.
Okay, yeah. Give me an attack roll.
All right, that is 85. That is 3 levels of success.
3 levels of success. How much damage are we talking about?
So that would be 10, 13.
This bypasses armor, correct? Yes, it does. They have kind of like the equivalent of leather armor on. It goes through it.
Yeah, it's penetrating, so it's at least bypasses 1 point.
One of them takes a heavy blow, still up. It hurts badly as Wolfram. You shoot one in the chest as it's trying to goad the remaining wolf rats towards Nog. And it kind of like stumbles back. It just a gout, blackish blood spilling out of his chest. But that's gonna bring me back to the wolf rats. They're all gonna swarm Nog now because he has made his presence known. I think they get benefits. I need to make sure. Rats, vicious feigns. They have the penetrating quality. Alright. Okay. Just gonna make some attack rolls.
Let's go.
Nog is a large creature, so they get a plus 20 to this roll, or plus 10, I mean. That is going to be, even with the other creatures around, that's going to be a degree of failure. Did you roll a defensive roll, Nog?
Let's do that. That's a 3.
Yeah, Nog's fine. The first one runs up and kind of like bites on to like your kind of like chained up arm.
Yeah,
just latches on. It doesn't do any damage.
There, crushed a couple of teeth.
And you kind of like throw it to the side. You get a point of momentum for that.
Nice.
The next one is going to try to bite you, Nog. Go ahead and defend yourself again. This one's better.
Been done correct. No can defend. That's going to hurt. Yeah, that's an 89.
Okay. What's how many degrees of success?
Under my melee, that's 2 degrees of failure.
2 degrees of failure. Okay. Is that with your momentum? So just 1.
What's momentum give me?
A plus 10.
Plus 10, so it's 83 on an 89 there.
Yeah. So it showed. So yeah, you just have just a failure.
Yeah.
All right. This is going to hit then, and this is going to hit your. Let me see where that hits. 34. Your right arm.
Okay.
If you have any armor, this bypasses 1 point of armor on your arm. I don't know if you have any
armor.
Okay. All right, because it's considered penetrating, and you are going to take 12 wounds, reduced by your toughness. So latch this. Yeah, this one actually latches onto your arm. It kind of like digs in and begins to bleed as you.
That hurt.
There's one more. Go ahead and defend yourself one more time, Nog.
Here we go. No.
I even rolled quite badly. How many degrees of failure is that, Nog?
That's going to be 2.
2? I need to add
Because I
this
guess my
one up.
momentum is gone, right?
Yeah, your momentum gets reduced to 0 when you get hit. Let me make sure mine does right, though. So that's 65. This misses. Barely misses.
That's good.
I rolled a 94.
Okay.
So it misses, though, because it's 2 degrees of failure.
Right on.
All right. So only one attack out of the wolf rats hits Nog. Which will bring me to the bold Henry.
Nog can move pretty far, so
You can.
I'd probably move up next to old Lucien.
Okay. All right.
And hold ground there since I'm using an unfamiliar weapon and I'm currently in my shirt cocking it.
You have at a minimum, you have clothes, for God's sake.
Oh, okay.
You have clothes. You just don't have any of your metal armor.
I will hold.
Okay. That is fair. That brings me to Wolfram. You've already used your action, Wolfram. You get a free action and movement if you'd like to take any.
I'm gonna try and reload next turn, so I'm just gonna actually move up a little bit behind Henry and Lucien.
Everybody's just barely moving up. Got it. That'll bring me to the Packmasters. They can not do a whole lot. Actually, they can. The wounded one reaches over and says, it says, to the other Skaven, and it grasps on the shoulder. You stall! I can help! As it turns around, it begins to move away. The other one says, No! It shrugs its head. It unrolls a whip off of its hip, and it lashes at Nog from a considerable distance away, as it has reach for its weapon.
Holy cow.
All right, Nog. Go ahead and defend yourself, Nog. All right.
So that's it's 64 under 73.
So 1 degree of success. And I'm looking at, let me make sure here. That's 2 degrees of success, so that will actually hit then. All right. It doesn't do a ton of damage, though. It's only going to be 8 wounds, Nog.
So minus my toughness.
Minus your toughness, and this would hit your hits. It hits the same arm that that hits that the wolf was targeting. Kind of like slashes right above it. And that's it for the Packmaster. All right, end of the round. If the lovely Luther would like to roll the fire damage or the burning wolf rats.
Sure. Always good. Rolling fire damage. 3
wounds. I do believe they have at least a 3 toughness, so
okay.
They take a wound.
Yeah, 1 wound. Yeah, that's true.
Take 1. Minimum of 1. All right. That'll bring us back to the top of the round with the mighty Luther.
How far away are they now? Since they moved up from Luther? Luther didn't
They-
move last time.
They didn't move, so they're still
Okay.
60 feet away because they swarmed Nog.
Nog,
Nog,
okay.
Nog went to them.
Okay. I'm gonna move up with the other advancing party, Henry and.
They only took a few steps. They
Oh,
didn't,
okay. I thought
they
they
didn't
moved up
move.
further.
They did not move close.
Okay. Well, I would like to. I would like to move up a little closer.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna move up to about half my distance. 20. I got 4 movement, so half. And can I cast combustion?
Okay.
Am I close enough to feel the flames? You know, these are flames.
From 40 feet away, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
What? So
Here we go.
does combustion just give them more burning conditions? Isn't that what it does?
That's
Yeah.
what it does, yeah. I use my last reroll.
Oh, why?
Because
But
I would
why?
have not. It would have not worked. I didn't fail, but rolling high now. No.
71. It's a fail.
Fail.
Mr. Serena watches you move,
Roll
upwards, and you attempt to control some of her flames and burn the enemy. She shakes her head in disappointment, Luther. Are you really my apprentice? Where's Oliver when you need him? And with a flick of her wrist, she will actually, let's see here. Yeah. She is going to reach over and she's going to start channeling. So she's going to be channeling. She rolled very well for a channeling test. Okay. All right. That'll bring us to Lucien.
All right, so I'm like 50 feet away.
Yeah.
How close can I get to him?
What's your movement?
It is
If it's a 4, it's 40.
4.
Yes. So you can move 40 feet.
I will move 40 feet.
40 feet up. You can always use that pistol you have, Lucien, if you'd like.
I know, I just don't have any momentum.
It's up to you.
I'd rather just save it.
Okay. You kind of like begin to move up, ready to help Nog out.
Yeah.
Is that going to be it, Lucien?
Yeah.
Okay. Nog! It's the mighty Nog's turn.
Oh, we're gonna do that all over again.
I'm assuming Nog's going to roll some attack rolls. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. Attempt to dodge.
23. That's 5 levels of success.
That will definitely hit. These are severely wounded. It's not going to survive a strike, so it dies immediately. There's still 2 more wolf rats.
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me
Let's do it
another
again.
attack.
You got it. Oh, that's the 7.
That
That's
will
6 levels
also
of success.
so also do the same.
Okay.
Right.
We'll do it again.
I believe that's 7 levels of success because you got one. Oh no, that's right. I'm sorry, it's the wrong level.
Oh, this one's not so good. This one failed.
By how
2
much
levels.
though?
2 levels of failure.
I rolled 2 levels of success in my dodge. So unfortunately, Nog, the last one.
That's it. Yeah, ka-ching.
but you slice
Taking
through
out 5 out of
more-
6 of them, right?
Yes, through 2 more wolf rats. Slice your way through. There's only one left as
Yeah.
Nog is cleaving a quite literal path through
Making way
your
for my
enemies.
boys, you know.
All right, that'll bring me to the wolf rats, or wolf rat, I should say. There's only one remaining. Let's see here. They need to make an animal care roll, which they pass because they are special like that. All right, the wolf rat is following its same orders. It's going to attempt to ravage Nog in its frenzied state. Give me a defensive roll, Nog. I rolled very poorly.
So that's like a level of failure.
Yeah. So even despite you failing, you're kind of like caught off guard as one. Basically, the blade slices through 2 and then kind of like hit the ground, and this one jumps over and tries to bite you, but you pull back just in time. Not necessarily on purpose, but the attack misses nonetheless.
Uh-oh.
I thought you were 73 was your goal.
Yeah, so
So you got underneath it.
I did,
That's
yeah.
a success. Yeah.
72 under 73, yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless, same outcome then.
Yeah.
You're fine. That will bring me to Henry.
Not to be outdone by Lucien, I too will move up.
Henry also moves up next to Lucien, boldly clutching his flail. All right.
That's it.
That's it
Make
for the
some
turn.
like some cracking noises with the tassels.
Wolfram, it is your turn now.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to reload my big handgun.
Okay. Go ahead and make your reload roll.
That's a huge success.
Yeah,
Oh.
that is more than enough to reload
Yeah.
the handgun. And yeah, that'll bring us to, because I think you need 4, don't you, for the handgun?
I need 3, but I have 2 talents that give me a +1.
Oh, yeah.
Extra success level, so that's technically 5 levels of success.
Yeah, good. All right, that will then bring me finally to the pack masters. The one that's fleeing is going to continue to do so. The one that struck out at Nog is terrified. He breaks. He drops his whip and his man-thing catcher on the ground and begins to flee, screaming.
He's not listening
in the
to
opposite direction.
his man anymore. He's not
No,
gonna
he's
listen
not.
to that guy anymore.
He's like, ah, ah, as he just screams and runs off in the opposite direction, broken. The end of the round, Luther, go ahead and roll for fire damage, please. Six. Okay.
6 plus 1, you know?
Plus, oh yeah, +1. All right. That is actually enough to slay the last rat.
Oh, yeah.
The wolf rat burns from its injuries. As Luther looks somewhat satisfied. Mr. Srena is not impressed, regardless. But the immediate combat comes to a close. You still hear many, many forms and cries and echoes from different tunnels echoing around you. It's hard to tell where they're coming from. But you've bought yourself a little time. Which direction will you go? At your disposal currently, you've taken 2 of the 4 routes. One of them, you decided to go deeper. This is where you found the breeding pits, where you saw the brood mothers, the pens of wolf rats, the rat ogres, so on and so forth. Possible abominations that may be kept in different places down there. You then went, you took a left chamber, the left tunnel, which led you to the Hordes of Dark Magics, Throke's personal stock, where you also found Mr. Srena. So now you have 2 more options. You can either go to the right or you can go up. There's a tunnel that kind of like slowly goes upwards.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably up, yeah.
that would be my instinct.
That's everyone's instinct.
Yeah.
Going up. Yes. Yes, indeed. You begin to this way. Who's leading, by the way?
I'll do it.
I guess there's
Yeah,
probably somebody
bro.
with the light source.
Says this way. Trying to
Nog
bolt
rarely
himself.
leads.
Nog's kind of just behind,
Behind, yeah.
No, stay
you know,
close.
That's right.
the stop gap if anything were to come up behind you.
Right.
Yes.
You decide to take the upmost tunnel. As you begin to move upwards, I kind of want you guys to make a check for this one. Why don't you give me a survival roll, Luther?
I mean, I got 6 cents. You know what I'm saying?
I don't give a shit about your 6 cents. Give me that survival roll, Luther.
Okay, let's see what's that. Rolls real quick.
He's always trying to pitch this damn 6 cents on everything. I hate it.
Here we go. That's a 25 out of 50.
Okay, very good. As you begin to move upwards, this tunnel branches off in several different directions at multiple points. Unlike the two that you went that only kind of had one way of going, this one begins to branch off, and it's almost maze-like in its destination. And Luther's proven himself time and time again that he somehow, for some reason, is decent at finding a path, at finding a way to go, and utilizing some of that knowledge with your various forms of light. We're able to determine that there is a singular path that is more well-traveled than the rest. There is several markings on signs written in Queekish, which is the Skaven language. None of you understand it or could read it, so it doesn't matter. But you come past that is where there's tattered remnants of flags, of emblems, and what possibly might be the symbol for this clan. But you eventually come to a section where the haphazardly dug tunnels of the Skaven begin to give way to something more solid, something more well-crafted. And as you begin to appear, you hear the rumblings from behind you, still in pursuit. You find yourself in a chamber. It smells of death, decay. You look around, Mistress Reyna kind of like, still, even despite the invigoration of the Bugman's brew, still kind of like feeling her injuries. She looks around, she says, we're beneath the lower section of the city. The catacombs. As you look around and you see bones, sarcophagus, most of them open, ravaged. Remnants of past meals, perhaps, laying about the ground. There are two directions you may venture forward from this. There's a leftmost path and a rightmost path. Both lead into darkness deep below the city. Which will you take?
I said we take the left one.
Unless I got 6 cents about something, I think.
What? Read the damn 6 Sense talent, for God's sakes. I want to know what the specifics are to this thing.
I have a strange feeling when I'm
It's
threatened.
directly. It's a direct correlation
It's
to
the
how
Spidey sense.
handsome he is.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's I got a
The more
strange
handsome,
feeling
the more sense.
when I'm threatened, and I react accordingly. GM may warn you if you're walking into danger.
See.
This
Does say,
this will
does say
normally.
may.
It is true. It says this will normally come as a secret intuition test on your behalf.
See,
Further, if
essentially be doing.
you may ignore surprises if you pass an intuition test.
Yeah, see, that's good for you.
With the
So,
combination of Sixth Sense, our maps, and Lucian and Luther's ability to know which way is always north.
that is true. You
Exactly.
guys can
Thank you,
always tell
Henry.
which way is
True.
north. That is true. I'll give you that. I'll give you the north for sure. You
Lucy,
guys
you
have
think that was north? You know,
you have no
I do too.
maps of the
Orientation,
catacombs.
bro.
You have no idea where you are.
And Nog can
in the
smell
catacombs.
really good. See, we
Nog can
are
smell
actually
good.
quite good at this adventuring thing.
Nog
And
And
you just
I'm
want to
quite
pretend like
perceptive.
it's hard. We have a great
Sure.
nose and a sixth sense and a map guy and the north.
So-
and I don't know what Wolfram does, but he's probably
I'm the
good
most
too.
perceptive.
Yeah,
He's
and
the
he
most
can shoot.
perceptive.
So
Henry's
like
the
you're
looks.
just trying you're just trying to make it harder than it has to be.
So you get the sense that let's put it like, how do I put it? It's like this. You've traveled below the city once before. The last time you were down here, you came across some ghoulish individuals that were infesting these sections of the city. You opted to not pursue and exterminate the rest of them for good reason. You were heavily wounded.
Yes.
But you may be able to determine that they may still be down here. There may be things in the darkness other than the rat men that venture in these tunnels. Now, at the same token, you do realize that time is of the essence in your choice, because very quickly coming from below are more of the enraged Skaven that you have broken free from. You're not sure how far they will pursue you. So with that knowledge, the leftmost path, it appears to lead in yet another moving tunnel-like structure that these catacombs are built in. And these aren't like the Paris catacombs. These aren't like wall-to-wall skeletons and bones. These are more tomb-like, I guess I would say. The rightmost path appears to... I don't want to give too much away. You'd have to look down it if you want to see anything down that way.
Can I take a perception check to look down it?
It is.
Or do we have to actually go in it first?
You need to bring light of some kind with you because you're blind. You're in total darkness without your light
Listen, come
sources.
ahead of me so I can have some light.
All right, I'll start moving that way with my
Okay.
flame.
Luther and Wolfram begin to move towards the rightmost path. Nog, Henry, Lucian, hanging back. Lucian's pendant giving off a very decently glow about it. As you breach the doorway of this chamber that you're in, the following chamber almost appears to be large and rectangular, with you at the end of it, almost like a hallway. But it ends with a picture of almost like a mosaic built into the wall. It appears to come to a dead end. However, Wolfram, you notice that there are smudge marks on the mosaic. You have a very high perception. Why don't I have Luther give me a intuition test since he loves those so much?
I don't have the best intuition. You know?
With his sixth sense that he likes to babble on about.
That is
A 30.
You're about to see dead people.
Under 39.
Okay. With a success, Luther, as you come here, something about some kind of tingling sensation you get. Perhaps it's your attunement with the winds of magic. You feel that there is a way out, a quick way out behind this mosaic. Your insight tells you that this is some kind of puzzle.
Oh, shit. Puzzle, huh? I believe I found a way out. Some sort of puzzle.
I'm gonna follow.
Okay. Are the rest of you following?
Yeah.
I'm already up there with him.
Okay. Wolfram and Luther are the first ones at the puzzle itself. As the rest of you begin to follow, Luther and Wolfram, I'll give you this because you were the first ones to get up towards it. You see that the mosaic depicts the dead in different forms. There are essentially 3 different mosaics. And there are what can only be described as finger holes that you see linked into the pictures themselves, as if you could put your hand into it and turn them in some way. The 3 pictures, one of them depicts a bundled and wrapped body. The second one depicts a almost like an urn with ashes being poured into them. And the third depicts basically a body being lowered into a hole and buried. And they are done in quite detailed fashions. It is most obviously Arabian in nature, but that's all you get as far as the puzzle is concerned. Because at this exact moment, the rumbling finally stops. Because bursting out of the hole that you had left are several large creatures.
Oh no.
The first one explodes outwards, its fist pounding into the wall nearby. As it pounds its chest, as large as Nog, as a rat ogre screams towards the party. 2 more filing in behind it. You hear the whispers at first. Yes, stall! I'll be there in but a moment. As the words of Thrilk drift down the hall. And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode of The Expedition of the Day.
Hell yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
That's a nice cliffhanger, bro.
Right.
There we go. All right. Well, it is what it is. Let's go ahead and do fair most of the night. Start with Wolfram.
Oh man. Well, Henry losing all his clothes was amazing, but honestly, I think this puzzle is going to be. I don't know what it is. I don't know enough of the lore of what lives in this part of the old world. But I'm excited to see if we can figure this out before we get pummeled to death by rat ogres.
Indeed, indeed. How about we shift on down to Nog?
Oh, look. First of all, I'm gonna have to heal up if we're gonna get into another fate. All right. Second, uh, the M Night Shyamalan that vibe that we've got going on with Luther. I love it. Obviously, he's got
Yeah.
a sixth sense.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see dead people.
Yeah, we have to. And most of those dead people are gonna be from Nog, just cutting through.
Oh my God.
That was fun. That was fun. Mowing down what, like 5 out of 8 attackers? Yeah,
It's true.
just by myself. But yeah, no. Finally, Luther getting his propers with his sixth sense, his handsomeness. Always
So
my
handsome,
favorite.
beautiful. How about we slide on over to Henry?
Losing my clothes, that was my best part. I'm in my natural environment now. If you want anybody to be naked in the group, you want me to be the one that's naked.
So they say it's your birthday.
We're just gonna take a shirt off.
Also, this flail's interesting. It's unfortunate that I built my character around using weapons that are not flails. So, we'll see what happens there.
We'll see what happens there. Yeah. So you just
Yeah,
throw it aside like usual. Got it. Understood.
Any gift from the DM / these fan votes is usually tainted in some way. So
that's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. Let's slide it over to Lucien. If it was the night, Lucien.
I think my favorite moment was Reyna taking jabs at Luther after just being rescued.
Exactly.
The where's Oliver when you need him. That was a
gut punch. Gut punch.
After all the shit that Luther's given Oliver. That was good. I really enjoyed that.
He doesn't perform well in front of his mistress.
Oh,
it's true. He doesn't. He has performance anxiety.
Performance anxiety. Exactly.
How about Luther?
I think I like the image of a scantily clad Henry running down a hallway with a very like goth looking flail, just like holding it.
Yeah, that's true.
How do you use this thing?
It's full Dark Souls. It's true.
It looks, it reminds me of Dark Souls completely. Exactly.
I'm gonna have to. I don't know if I can block it. I gotta roll now.
His roll is increased drag.
You can block with it. Smack it aside. Smack things aside. It's gonna be great.
Do that parry.
Exactly. If I had a favorite moment, it was let's see here. Probably the reveal at the end. I didn't know how that was going to go towards the end. I figured we probably should stop there before we get into yet another combat, because it's been a very combat-heavy night. So we'll pick that up with the next one. But before we go, of course, there is a viewer decision for the next episode. Of course, tonight's episode was our lovely Henry won a boon, which was, in fact, the Thirsting Flail, which hopefully we will get to see in action at least once before he throws it in the trash. And let's move on to the viewer decision for next episode, which is going to be the Ravaging or the Raving. So I would like the viewers to pick either one of those, and that will determine something for the next episode.
The Ravishing?
Ravaging. Ravaging or Raving.
Oh, okay.
Like
I hope you choose Raid.
Sure. Yeah, you go with that. Yeah, go with that. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with that. Regardless, though.
Everybody to the limit.
Do make sure to check out our lovable Dan Decker. I got links to all his social media experiences in the description of the video. And of course,
you want more of this.
Yeah, they do. Do make sure to leave comments down below. Of course, vote in the viewer decision. We love hearing from you guys. I've noticed there's a couple guys catching up. They've been leaving more comments than usual, which is awesome. We'd love to hear from you. And that's going to be it. So thank you all very much for watching. This is, of course, been the Expedition of the Damned, and we look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a good day.